We're very grateful for the support of that fund that's brought amazing artists. We're also grateful to LP, Latin Percussion, Remo Percussion, Zildjian Cymbals and Dick Firth Sticks for helping support Ruben's visit, as you can see. Anyway, we're also grateful to Dr. Kanva, who's going to help Ruben present the clinic. Milton parent, and he's an excellent piano player and producer and all-around cool guy. So we're really grateful. He's going to come help us a couple of times later in the week. Grateful to the AV crew. Grateful to the students who helped us set this up. I do want to give you a gentle, firm, and loving admonishment. When you see guys going around crazy, it's good to help. And a lot of you just kind of sat there, and we need a lot of help. So I want to encourage you to be good newbies. And afterwards, as you can see off the equipment, Ruben, this was supposed to be reception for Ruben. He didn't get it right. There's his dinner.
Unbelievable.
So, anyway, I think we can do better, and I think it's important for you to know that. So I'm asking you afterwards, if we all pitch in, probably could make one trip each, so you can see all this equipment that Ruben's been here since 5:30 setting up. So I would ask for that. Anyway, Ruben was originally scheduled to be here in mid-October, and he was going to do the Latino Association Assembly, and he was going to help us with the Monk concert. He got a really important gig with Elvis Presley.
King Liz.
Yeah. Anyway, he got a really important gig and had to shift his dates. And unfortunately, there's no time on campus for him to perform. He will be performing, the good news, at Riles Jazz Club on Thursday night with some student groups, some Milton Academy students, some Boston Arts Academy students, some students from Boston Pilot School, and my band, the World Leaders. So if you want to hear him, that's the best place to do it. He's also playing a lower school assembly Friday morning from 10 to 10:45 in the Dutch room. So that's probably the only place you can actually hear him play, and I'm not sure how much he's going to be playing. He'll be fine. Okay, anyway, we're done. All right, so some of you had the pleasure of experiencing Ruben in class today or chapel last night, and all of you saw him this morning, I hope. How about a nice Milton Academy warm welcome to Ruben Alvarez.
Some style of music. Who listens to alternative? Anybody? Who listens to hip hop? Who listens to R&B? See what I'm talking about? Who listens to gospel? Who has experienced gospel? Let me put it that way. Everybody. You know, I mean, you all know what gospel music sounds like. Any form of American popular music has its profound roots in the rhythms that come to us from the west coast of Africa. Say this with me. Say Yoruba.
Yoruba.
Abakwa.
Abakwa.
Caravali.
Caravali.
Say Taino.
Taino.
When we come to the Americas. Say Caribe.
Caribe.
See, these are Indians, these are the native peoples, what we said before, Yoruba, Abakwa, Kalabali, Bantu, Yoruba. These are cultures that really profoundly affect, well, they are the cultures that produce these instruments. So, you know, when Christopher Columbus lands on the island of Cubanacan, what he does is he starts this musical revolution. And you saw what happened. What I did briefly is I took you to New Orleans. I took you to, we're talking to the period where we have ragtime. And ragtime is based on the esclavage. Now how that happens is a Mexican band from the 8th Regiment of the Mexican Cavalry appears in New Orleans in 1864, 1865. And they bring these rhythms, these elemental rhythms, because what they're playing is not only Mexican compositions, they're playing a lot of Cuban music. Cuban music really disseminated itself throughout Latin America. In particular, it went from Havana to Mexico City, capital of Mexico. And so these highly trained musicians were really a huge hit. And not only them, but also the fact that where New Orleans is situated, it brings into its culture free slaves and escaped slaves from the Caribbean. And they bring these rhythms to New Orleans. You know, I mean, that evolution becomes really, really deep in American culture, in American music culture, because we're talking about the birthplace of jazz. In New Orleans, you got this. So what I'm going to play for you now. So this club, what we played to the entertainment is something that we call it son claves. And the son clave goes. Clap it. Speed up. Travels to New Orleans. New Orleans is this think about it, you guys are high school students, so you know now that New Orleans, French, Spanish, Indian, Black, American, it's got all these cultures, right? So Europeans have influenced New Orleans musicians, they help invent the drum set, right? So now they take that rhythm. You got a bass drum now. Tell my well, I work at a club called the Green Mill. Charleston was smoking there. It used to be owned by Al Capone in Chicago. And the Charleston was, man, they had the flappers. Now let's go to contemporary. You get the idea. Check this out. Let me take you through a brief journey. I'm not going to stay on the drum set too much because we've got a lot to cover here. But now, let me give you some elemental rhythms. And the timbales, we play something called cascara. Say this. Pass the ketchup in East St. Louis. He's passed the ketchup in East St. Louis. He's
Pass the ketchup in East St. Louis. Pass the ketchup in East St. Louis. Pass the ketchup in East St. Louis.
Keep going every rhythm I say, you keep going till I tell you stop.
Pass the ketchup in East St. Louis. Pass the ketchup in East St. Louis. Pass the ketchup in East St. Louis.
Keep going.
Pass the ketchup in East St. Louis. Pass the ketchup in East St. Louis. Pass the ketchup in East St. Louis.
Okay, so check it out. You now take away from that, subtract from it. Keep that rhythm in your mind. Now you can get really funky. All right, there's another rhythm. It's called the mambo. We say up, arriba. Sí, señor? I like to eat apples dipped in peanut butter. I like to eat
Apples dipped in peanut butter. I like to eat apples dipped in peanut butter. I like to eat apples dipped in
all rock and roll. And one more thing. The Cubans and the Caribbeans come to New York. Started in the late 1920s. The conga drum. Really only one conga drum. But it's a pattern. It's called tumbao. It's the body. It's like the root. It's what we really need to make it authentically a Caribbean style. First it's 7 minutes, do it slow. First it's 7 minutes, first it's 7 minutes. Sing.
First it's 7 minutes. First it's 7 minutes. First it's 7 minutes.
So now, in the 1920s, if you think how many drummers we have? Okay, great. Question. In the 1920s, what was the most dominant rhythm that American drummers were playing? Very good. Bass triplets. So then it was Stang-a-lang, stang-a-lang. There was a swing to it. In different styles, but it was still. Really four on the floor, right? So now check it out. You just heard this word. First it's slap and then it's open. First it's slap and then it's open. Started hearing this, and you can actually, if you ever listen to, look at me for instance, if you listen to some Elvis Presley, you're going to hear this feel of half swing, half rock and roll, and it eventually becomes a straight. So you see these rhythms, how they've affected. Remember I told you guys that I would show you how you don't really realize it, but how these rhythms, Afro-Cuban rhythms, how they come to America, they start affecting, you just don't realize it because you don't know the roots of it, but it's in there. I like to eat apples dipped in peanut butter. I like to eat apples dipped in peanut butter. So that's just to show you, how it really has affected drummers, American drummers, profoundly. And it really comes from the rhythms that come into New York. Let's face it, New York is a capital of music for many years, in America, in the American culture. So that's how it affects American drummers, and now it's going to affect every type of music that you listen to. In terms of the evolution of the types of music that evolved out of the basic rock and roll. That's where alternative, who said they listen to alternative? So yeah, that's where alternative comes. It's coming from the roots of rock and roll. Except, of course it evolves into its own being. So now, let me play, right now is on, go ahead, let's sing this. So we're gonna go like this. Now there's another style, another clave that we're gonna call rumba clave. So there's two styles of clave that we're gonna learn. We learn the song clave, this. And now there's another style that we call rumba clave. And this one goes. Keep still. This is the booty clapping. It's the booty clapping because it goes like this. Boom. 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 Stand up and do that one. Yeah, feel this information. Here we go, ready? 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, go. You can step into that feel. Step. So, we'll get into that rumba clave a little bit more. So now we've heard the cascara pattern. This is called the cascara pattern. Pass the catch up in this case. By the way, we're playing it in what we call the 3-2 direction. Pass the catch up and each set of plays. Pass the catch up and each set of plays. Pass the catch up and each set of plays. Pass the catch up and each set of plays. See how that sounds? So we're playing in a 3-2 direction. We can play in the 3-2 direction. We can play in the other direction. So we're going to go each set of plays, we pass the catch up, and each set of plays, we pass the catch up, and each side. So sometimes it goes fast. Goes fast. Sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Set of plays, we pass the catch up, each set of plays, we pass the catch up, each martillo is basically, who speaks Spanish? What's martillo mean? Hammer. Responsible for this style of music that we call Latin jazz is a gentleman by the name of Mario Balsar. He was a Cuban. He's a virtuoso musician. Here's the kind of musician he was. He was classically trained in Cuba. He came to Havana, he came to New York. He understood that someone needed a trumpet player, cornet player, so he was conservatory trained. So I'm assuming he had some experience, but he basically went out and bought himself a trumpet, and in 2 weeks he was playing trumpet rather than his instrument. He roomed with Dizzy Gillespie, and so he's the one that actually introduced Dizzy Gillespie to Afro-Cuban rhythms. He was the writer, the main writer and arranger for a group from New York called Machito and his Afro-Cubans. They are really the fathers of Latin jazz, where we're mixing American and Afro-Cuban rhythms. Because they took the American big band concept, that wasn't theirs, and they put these rhythms into that setting. One of the most famous tunes, one of the signature tunes, is called Mambo In. And this is one of the standards that you play if you're going to come up and play Latin jazz. See, now, my background is American, in Chicago. So now, I grew up playing drum set, but because of my heritage, I'm listening to stuff in my household. And I'm Mexican, so I wasn't listening to strictly Caribbean music, but it was there. I remember my sister and my cousin learning how to do the mambo in the country. The mambo was a huge, huge, huge hit in the United States. And let me tell you the beauty of this music. First of all, it brings cultures together. It combines the Spanish, the African, there's Middle Eastern influence in there. There's all these cultures that are getting together because of this trip that Columbus took. In New York, here's how it represents itself in terms of bringing people together. There's this place called Palladium. This was the Mambo Kings. This is the place where, like on Wednesday night, Italians and Puerto Ricans and blacks and Irish and every color, size, and shape in New York, which was unheard of, would get together and they would party. The place was jamming because we had all these high-level players, 3 bands a night. Tito Puente was one of them. Machito and Afro-Cubans were the other. And a guy named Tito Rodriguez, who was the crooner. They had 3 bands. People were dressed up, and everything they had that they was finest. Girls were looking good, men were sharp, and they would boogie all night. So much that, like, they had it was on the 2nd floor. They had to actually reinforce. They had to put extra beams in it because they were afraid it was going to collapse because people were getting down, you know. You went there to dance, and they had these huge big bands. So anyhow, I'm going to briefly play. These all go together. And some of you, how many of you seen a Latin percussion ensemble playing in the group before? Okay, cool. So you know that now what we have is a bongocero, picadero, conga player, plus the various percussion. So what I'm going to do is we've talked about some of these rhythms, and now I'll show you how we sort of just travel around and how they work together. And so this is called Mamuel. I haven't played this in a while, so you know, bear with me. But for you, I don't know. Ah, that's wrong one. This is Mamuel. master of that musician. You know, and a master bass player. So, you know, that quick tape, but there's other tapes, but let's just do it for real. We're gonna do a little jazz trio now, but we're gonna do it on a classic tune. First of all, let me introduce you, I think you know, let him know that your son, right?
Leo.
Leo, you know Tenenbaum? This is Grandmaster Israel Tenenbaum. That was a fusion, that mambo in. Now what this is now is a traditional dance tune, moliendo café, that means grinding coffee. You know, it's really kind of funny, Israel, it's true, isn't it, that like many of the tunes that we dance to in the dance styles are about food and love.
Or about love and food, or about drink.
And drink.
That's it, that's the only
You're
other
not supposed to say that.
Water.
Water.
It's still water, occasionally, but water.
Definitely, it's still water.
Could be sparkling.
So please help us out. Let me explain one thing. Hear what he's doing? What clave is he playing? It's the son clave in 2-3 directions. Now what I'll do is a percussionist, lay back, one drum. It's the intro. Hold back, take it easy. Not gonna play much. But what I want to do now is I'm going to take you to the evolution that makes that music happen. Because we're going to start all over again, and we're going to take it to Africa. The evolution of the clave comes from patterns that goes like this. You want that clave? You want that clave? Oh. These are the roots. This music comes from spiritual music. This music comes from music that is played, was played in Africa to honor ancestors, to celebrate birth, to mourn death, to ask for blessings. We're going to sing in the room. Elevago. Elevago. Elevagoña. Elevagoña. Elevago. Elevago. Elevagoña. Elevagoña. Alagoye masaquillo. Elevagoña. Alagoye masaquillo. Alagoye masaquillo. Alagoye masaquillo. Elevago. Elevagoña. Incorrectly, because really, here's how I'll do the whole thing for you. This is the whole enchilada, okay? Alcapurria, however you want to say it, okay? So, alcapurria, enchilada, alcapurria, Puerto Rican, enchilada, Mexican. So now, what we really have to do is, it's not call and answer and then bago. It's all one phrase. I'll do the whole thing. Elevago. Here, count. So let's see what I told you. So now he's going to play the hand drum, which really now what we're going to do is we're going to combine spin and spin. We're going to combine cha. We got to dance this here also. Because what happens is this. That's the African. It combines now with the Spanish. And it combines with the European feel of a more straight-ahead duple rather than the swing. But it really never loses that 6/8 unity. So here we go. We started with a pattern this. Pattern is going to go like this. We play Afro-6/8, oh we play Afro-6/8, oh we play Afro-6/8, oh we play Afro-6/8. I won't stop. I won't. So now, the evolution now of the clavo goes like this. La rumba. So as long as you play that, So now that, you see how that transition? If we think about that original Afro-6/8, we have these many hits. Stop for 1 second. Listen, tell me how many. How many? Goes from 7 to 5. Now, the rhythms. It's no longer 6. It's 2. 1 and a 2 and a 1. Cool. Now check it out. That's one drummer. But now let's do it like in its original form. I love this guy. Thank you so much. Because you know what? This is family music. It's not one guy. It's like it's a family. That's what it's all about. All right, so okay. Now, what this is all about. This is combining. You know how we're dancing and singing right now? That continues. But now what happens? Here's that thing, that evolution of that moliendo café. What happens? Instead of going like this, you can start going.
This is Patricia, this is Leo's mom.
Now, and actually, so this would actually be 2 drummers. So I'll go ahead and base for the 2 drummers a little.
Okay, come get him.
So this style now that we're calling you, so it just went from the spiritual elevago singing Yoruba to now we can do Spanish lyrics. But when we can now, and we have still the tradition of 3 drummers playing. We have a clave. Now this no longer, that clave takes the place of this. So we got this evolution of the clave. That's a Spanish instrument. That's a Cuban instrument. And now, what happens is the other 2 drummers are supporting this drummer. He's the lead drummer. And what he's really doing is he's responding to a dancing. take it like this. We're gonna take it to its basic. Yes or yes, I play the drum. Ave María Morena, Ave María Morena, goes up and down. Ave María Morena, then it'll go down, it's all down. Ave María Morena, this half. Ave María Morena, Ave María Morena, la 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 la, la 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 la. Ay, ay, qué bueno ver rumba. Ay, báilalo bien, por verte tu salud. Cuando suenan los tambores, bailamos la rumba. Ave María Morena, 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 Ave María Morena. thing that we just did, what was your name? Henry. Thanks, Henry. The thing that Henry just did develops into his has to catch up in East St. Louis. Now we play it here. Now let me show you something that's really essential to understand about the clave. You can bring it down a little bit, please. Is that the clave tells the musicians what they should do. Isn't that? So this son clave is going to tell the conguero to play this. So what's happening is this song gives the flavor of the music, the flavor of going. This gives it the flavor of. Now, one more thing. It's call and answer. Basically, I'm just going to play the first part of the clave, okay? And watch what happens with the drum.
Oh, we can bump that?
Yeah. Let me start that clave. See, there's this action that's going ding, 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 ding. And so you see how there's a looser feel with the rumba? Now it becomes more chugga, 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 chugga with what we call this son clave. Because now his pattern is not going to be based on with all that space. It's going to be based on 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a 1E. Now, originally, that rhythm was not played on the congas. This clave was designed to be played here on the bottom.
La clave.
Son clave, pues. Son clave, because this is a style, this is a song. Now, the maracas are a really, really heavy-duty instrument, and they can be played with really intricate patterns, real precise. But it really all starts out with supporting checka, 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 checka. But all we really need right now, I need a drummer, another drummer. Who any other drummers? Come on up. Oh, this is great. You know what they're not really.
This guy. Zoom it.
Man, I feel like a little kid. I look like 1.1. So check it out. Ruben. It's great. Ruben, I like it. We got a new one. So now, Ruben, check it out. The claves are weighted. You can play them like this. You're going to find that you're going to have more control if you do that. Everybody do this. Go like that. Now just go like that and let it drop. And now we'll hold them like this. And there's some traditional patterns go. And, you know, believe me when I tell you, there are guys who play maracas that are absolutely amazing. I'm not. But, you know, I know the basic structure. That's really what we need to do, okay? 1, 10, 2, 5. All I have to keep touching today was how guys distracted. He's on his way. All right, so he's gonna play conga. He's gonna do this rock. Now what we have, we're gonna get rid of this fellow for a second, because he's really the evolution. Let me show you one of the hardest instruments we're gonna play today. Everybody do this for me. Take your weak hand and put it on your strong side like this. Now, I want you to take your hand and bring it out like this. Now take this hand and go like that. And go like this. And go like this. And go like that. I couldn't help it. Take it. Don't play like this. Play so you see the top of your wrist. We're going to do two patterns. We're going to do an A pattern and an B pattern. The A pattern is a very thin oval. It's going to go like this. Down, up. And you're going to scrape the whole length of your forearm. See the oval? The oval goes outside in. It's real thin. That wide. A. B. It's not a stripe. It's a scrape. It's a stripe. Scrape. Like you were scraping 4 of these ridges. So it's actually a hit. Hit, hit. This is B. Hit, hit. And it's down, down, hit, hit. So you're actually hitting again. So now what I've got is a scrape and a hit. So now when I put them together, I'm going to get a motion really that just does this. This is really hard, okay? That's really all it is. We got the swing, I can hear it, right? They got the swing. Okay, so now, this song, the style of the song, you know what? Let's play a song. So now it goes together. This is all about playing the music now at this point. Before, when we were playing El Leguá and the rumba, that was just singing, dancing, and drumming. Now this is adding the European element. The original instrument that they used was called a tres and a guitar. A tres is what, 3, right? It's a Cuban instrument that has 3 strings, but they're doubled in octaves. So it's really 6 strings, but we call it a tres because they're 3 sounds, 3 tones. stop because it wasn't designed for the conga. It was designed for the martillo. One drum with the bongo. Now, if you remember, I was improvising with what we call the quinto, that small drum with the rumba. Now that translates to the bongo. So we're taking that rumba feel, but now we're putting it in the bongo. And we're singing in Spanish. And this is called Guantanamera, and it's called the Guajira. We'll check it out. Traditional landing. This is what I'm talking about on the keyboards. You see, you get the feel, please. You get the feel for what happens. So now, we utilize these instruments, and we utilize them now for different styles of popular music. The style is called danzón. Okay? You're going to do this. Get this. Short hands. No, you did right. You did right. Don't pay no attention to that. So that is what's called the mambo section of the danzón.
Mhm.
The mambo is the section of the danzón graduates, it becomes its own thing. Where you from the world? Aquí se goza, aquí se goza. Like this. Aquí se goza, aquí se goza. Todo el mundo baila. Aquí se goza. Todo el mundo canta. Aquí se goza. Todo el mundo goza. Aquí se goza. Aquí se goza. now you see that evolution, it's all tied together. So now that evolution takes place in the cascara, because now we're going to go back basically where we started. Because we can still have all that instrumentation and with what we call huaracha, what we basically call, so now what we can do is we can combine the both. We can do a Latin jazz number, because what we can do is we can play the rumba clave to a tune. So we can take, in fact, we're going to talk a little bit right now about what Israel is doing. Israel, you play,
I'm praying hard, is what I'm doing. Praying hard.
Praying hard. But he's playing rhythms that are called.
Okay, montunos or guajeos as well. What the piano does, in essence, is it replaces the tres, and the tres comes from comes from Spain. When the Spaniards brought over our friends on forced tourism, they also brought along guitars. And these guitars evolved, and they learned how to play string instruments, and they combined them along with the percussion. That's part of where the danzón comes from, and they added violins, they added all other kinds of strings into it. In other words, they combined the Western music with the African music. These are the guys in Cuba who basically did this. So one of the adaptations that they did was they created a tres. You know what tres means? Three, okay. Well, it's not 3 strings. It's actually 6.
6 strings.
It's 3 sets of 2. Okay? And they are tuned. Sounds like NBC?
NBC.
That's how they're tuned. That's it. So it's a lot easier to create chords with it because it's already tuned to a triad. All right? Now, what the tres did, if you play just a basic rhythm,
Tumbao.
un tumbao. Hear that? Okay, so that's basically all he did. Was he filled in? He gave them the basic harmony. All right. What the piano did is it replaced the tres. All right. The tres also played, so to speak, in the pocket,
Right.
in the little pockets that are left with the rhythm.
And I'm just going to interject real quickly. Really, now what the essence is he's as much as he is, and I was talking about the tres, as much as he was his melodic, he was part of the percussion section.
Exactly.
He was filling in the chukka, 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 chukkas. He was right.
Exactly. So basically, what I'm doing here, because the piano is playing percussion, I'm another percussion instrument, and I'm playing off of them. If you listened to what I was doing, what I was playing here, and I'd be filling in every now and then. I'm just playing congas. That's all I'm doing. I'm just playing the congas. That's all I'm doing. Now, it so happens that I actually stopped playing the piano for a couple of years and played the congas, because that's how important it is to this instrument to know where the rhythm is at.
One more thing that I'm going to say, that most of the best players that are not percussionists play this music, that the main instruments are piano and bass and trumpet and sax. They all know the vocabulary because they have to be able to relate to it, because they'll know what the conga player is doing. They'll know he's playing tumbao and cascara, and he's playing mambo, arriba, abajo. That's up and down. When the music is down, we play the cascara. When the music goes up, we play the campana.
So, the bottom line is, do you know what we all play to? Who knows what we all play to? There's only one thing, we all play to it. The clave, exactly. Because if it's 2-3 phrasing, and you have to, and you learn how to accent and fall rhythmically with the clave. So if you play the clave for me, 2, 3, 3, 2, it doesn't matter. Listen to the 1. Now I'm doing a little cheating there. I want you to know, I'm doing a little cheating. I'm not defining anything. I'm only defining the first beat, and everything else is an off beat. That's an old trick. All right, so. See, now he started on the other side of the clave, and it works the same way.
In fact, it actually, that for me implied that I would want to play 2, 3, because now what I'm doing, and we were having this conversation. 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4.
So, based from this, that's really the very basic rhythm, basic riff, so to speak, in Latin music. Now we translate that to harmony and chords when we go to the piano. So we do it.
Starts happening, because what that clave is going to tell me to do is do this. The bass. Now what Bob is doing is something called tumbao, and what he's going to apply is the ponche, what's called the punch. Ah, 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 oh, ah, 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 ah. What I'm going to apply is something called the bombo. Ah, 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 ooh, ah.
Now you listen, where the bass is landing. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3,
Punch.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
Now check it out.
Those are one of those points of afinque.
Afinque.
Okay, that's where everyone locks in. So if someone's lost, you listen for this, and he's there, and he's always on this on the 4th beat, the 3 side of the clave. So ba ba ding ding boom boom ding 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 ding. Okay.
And I'll play something that has a conversation with that, and that is called the bombo. So what I'll be doing is this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what's telling us all to do that is the king. So now, right now, I'm being neutral. I could be in either what we call the 3-2 clave or in the 2-3 clave. But now I'll make it the 2-3.
Now if I can get you guys to just, can we play for like 15, 20 seconds and let you guys really concentrate on what's happening here in relation to the clave. Really listen to the clave. Try this. I'm gonna play this, and we're gonna switch the clave around and see if it feels grooving the same way. So does that sound right?
You see, you know why? Because it doesn't resolve to the...
It doesn't lock in, so it's missing that
drop. It's that drop.
afinque. It's
Yeah.
missing that where everyone locks in.
And now, you know, what we can do is, we can now take both claves and we can play in the music. It doesn't necessarily have to say in the rumba clave. We can also base it, but it's still gonna have this center. But it's gonna have a little bit of, it's gonna have a different swing, right?
Yeah.
So now we're gonna take this clave and go. Everybody. descarga, was doing a jam session. But the important thing that I want you to know from the percussion side is we're playing the rumba clave. And one of the things that's going to allow me to do is I can play either pattern. I can now either be going now what I can do is I can take either that rumba club that we were talking about, or we can take the tumbao, or we can take the rumba. So let's have a descarga. Let's get some more cats up here one more time on the, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, we're gonna do one more thing. And we'll call it a thing.
Can I interject very quickly? What he said also transfers to the piano, because now I'm also playing on either of the rhythms. I'm playing to both claves. I'm playing melodies and rhythms that go with the traditional or with the regular basic rhythm of the conga. So I'm playing both of them at the same time.
So now what we're gonna add is we're gonna ask him one of the drummers to do. I'm gonna ask him to do two things. Cascara, so we're gonna play what we call down.
Right.
So, and then, right? Great. Okay. Brian, you're gonna play the cascara.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Stop for a second. Now I'm going to give him a little tip. When you play your cascara, what he's going to do is he's going to play into the timbale. I'm not going to play like this. I'm going to go like this. It helps center the rhythm better. This bouncing up and down will work. So dig into the side, the cascara. That's why it's called a cascara. Yeah, well, let's take it a little bit slower. So we're going. As a learning process, this is too hard. Crawl, walk, run. What I want you to concentrate on is your... No, it has to go that way. It has to go that side. One. All right, so now, we gotta give kudos. This guy's gonna be real jealous. Now he gets on the drum set. Please give a round of applause to Master Israel Daramo, his beautiful wife Maria. Perdón, es Patricia. Of course, who played piano? I don't even know this guy's name. I yelled at him already, but I didn't get his name.
Ben.
A round of applause to Ben. Our line of conga players, our drummers. Carol? Leo, I remember Leo, excuse me. Who else was up here? Henry? Come on, a round of applause. Justin? Bobby girl, what's your name? Ramsey? And please, this is very, very important. You realize that you had so much fun tonight and learned from a master like Mr. Tannenbaum. There's one reason why. It's right there. His name is Bob Sinclair. We hope that you learned something about what this beautiful music is all about. And God bless you, God bless America, God bless Latino America, and thank you so much for being part of it.
How about a nice hand for Ruben Alvarez?
And if you play instruments, you make sure you buy Latin Percussion, Vic Firth, Zildjian, because they are really partly responsible. I have to give them their kudos, because they allow me, and Remo, they allow me to go all over the United States and do these types of presentations. So they are really strong supporters of education and music. So thanks very much. Have a great year.
And if everyone can grab one piece of equipment and bring it back to the jazz room.
Absolutely.